What's up, White's faithful? If you're bleeding blue, white, and yellow right now, you better buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is going to send shivers down your spine. This isn't just another week at Elland Road, oh no. No, this is the kind of week that defines seasons. That separates the pretenders from the contenders. That shows the entire Premier League what Leeds United is really made of. Listen, I've got 3 massive bombshells to drop on you today. And trust me when I say each one is going to hit you differently. We've got a midfield general who's ready to go to war against one of the big 6. We've got our gaffer making decisions that could make or break our Saturday lunchtime showdown. And we've got movement behind the scenes that shows this club is thinking not just about today, not just about tomorrow, but about the future of Leeds United. Picture this, a towering German midfielder standing at the edge of the battlefield, staring down the opposition, ready to face a former teammate who jumped ship to North London. A manager wrestling with the toughest selection decisions of his season so far, and a teenage goalkeeper getting his shot at glory, while our first-choice shot stopper battles through injury demons. Before we dive into this roller coaster, do me a favor, smash that like button right now. Drop a comment telling me what you think about our chances this weekend. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button because we're bringing you the most passionate Leeds United content on this platform. The tension at Thorpe Arch is real, the atmosphere at Elland Road is going to be electric, and the stakes, they couldn't be higher. We're sitting on 8 points from 6 games. We've just picked up 4 points from our last 2 matches, and now we're about to face a team that's sitting comfortably in 4th place, with quality oozing from every position. So here's the question that's keeping every Leeds fan up at night. Can our midfield enforcer back up his bold words when the lights shine brightest? Will our manager's selection gamble pay off or blow up in spectacular fashion? And what does our youth movement tell us about where this club is headed? Stick with me through every single second of this video because by the end, you're going to understand exactly why this weekend could define our entire season. Let's start with the man who's ready to lay it all on the line. And here he is, Anton Stach, the 6'4" German powerhouse who's been turning heads since his £19.9 million move from Hoffenheim. This man has been labeled by experts as potentially Leeds' best signing of the summer. And right now, he's got a message for Tottenham Hotspur that's going to make every Leeds fan's heart race. Stach isn't here to play nice, folks. He's not here to roll over for the big boys. This man is standing up in front of the cameras and basically telling Spurs, we're not hiding from anybody at Elland Road. Can you feel that energy? Can you feel that passion? This is what we've been missing. This is what Premier League football is all about. The German midfielder has been immense for us. Listen to this. He's up there with Bruno Fernandes in Premier League chances created. Let that sink in for a second. Bruno freaking Fernandes. And against Wolves, Stach was one of 3 record-breaking goal scorers, all of them new signings, showing the world that these boys came to Leeds to make history. But here's where it gets juicy. Stach is reflecting on our journey so far, and he's being brutally honest. After that Bournemouth draw, he admitted it wasn't the best feeling taking just 1 point when we were the better side. But you know what? He's not making excuses. He's saying we were nearly the better side in every game except Arsenal. And even in that Arsenal match, they only got us on set pieces in extra time. The man is confident but hungry. He knows we're a newly promoted side, but he's not acting like one. He's talking like a warrior who's ready to compete with anyone, anywhere, anytime. Now, here's the drama that's about to unfold on Saturday. If Archie Gray starts for Spurs, it'll be his first appearance against Leeds since leaving. Imagine that. The kid who came through our academy now wearing lily white. And he's got to face this absolute monster of a midfielder in Stach, plus his former teammate Ethan Ampadu. The emotions, the intensity, the sheer theater of it all. But hold on, because there's controversy brewing too. Graham Smythe has been talking about that soft free kick Stach gave away against Bournemouth. That led to their goal. Fark called it the softest free kick that would be given all weekend. And Smythe pointed out that Sean Longstaff was actually fouled first, before Stach's challenge on Ryan Christie. So maybe, just maybe, our boy got a bit unlucky there. But here's what Stach said that's going to pump you up. We have to be strong, especially in our home game. We are not there to hide ourselves from them. We have to compete and win duels and then maybe win the game. Maybe win the game. Come on, Anton. We're not just maybe winning. We're taking all 3 points. The stage is set. The warrior is ready. But wait. Who's actually going to be on that battlefield? Because our manager has some massive decisions to make, and one of them could determine everything. Now we get to the chess match, the tactical warfare, the moment where Daniel Farke earns his wages. And let me tell you something, the pressure on our German gaffer right now is immense because one wrong move could derail all the momentum we've been building. Here's the situation, we've got 8 points from 6 games. We've just grabbed 4 points from our last 2 matches with basically the same starting 11. And now Farke is staring at his whiteboard trying to figure out if he sticks or twists. The injury situation is absolutely maddening. Willie Gnonto is still a doubt, couldn't even make the bench against Bournemouth. Dan James turned his ankle in training and he's out for a few weeks. We're walking a tightrope here, folks, and one more injury could throw everything into chaos. But here's where it gets really interesting. 9 players basically pick themselves if they're fit. The back four of Jayden Bogle, Joe Rodon, Pascal Struij, and Gabriel Gudmundsson. They're locked in. Even 80 White says Struij deserves to keep his place ahead of Jack Abidjal. After that Bournemouth performance, the midfield trio, forget about it. Anton Stach, Sean Longstaff, and Ethan Ampadu are untouchable right now. And get this, Longstaff has been nominated for Premier League Player of the Weekend after that goal. An assist against Bournemouth. The man is on fire. Up front, Dominic Calvert-Lewin was called unbelievable by Jermaine Beckford even though he missed a few chances. And Noah Okafor, he's rubbing shoulders with Kylian Mbappe in some incredible stats. These boys are delivering. But now comes the million-pound question. Actually, make that TWO million-pound questions. Question number 1, who starts in goal? Is it Karl Darlow, who's been solid and reliable? Or do we throw Lucas Perry straight back in after his injury troubles? Perry was brought in to be our number 1, but Darlow has done absolutely nothing wrong. What would you do if you were Farke? Seriously, drop it in the comments right now. Question number 2, does Brendan Aronson keep his place after getting a standing ovation against Bournemouth? Or does Jack Harrison come back in with his 2 goals in his last 4 games against Spurs? That's £25 million worth of talent in Aronson versus Harrison's proven track record against this exact opponent. The prediction from Leeds United News? They think Farke is going to stick with the same side. Darlow stays in goal, Aronson keeps his spot on the right. And we go with the 11 that just grabbed us for points. But here's the thing that's eating at me. Farke has never lost to Thomas Frank in 5 games. 5 games! But those were Norwich versus Brentford days. This is different. This is Premier League. This is Leeds versus Tottenham. This is Elland Road under the lights. Is Farke going to trust the boys who got us here? Or is he going to shake things up and risk disrupting the chemistry we've been building? The clock is ticking, the pressure is mounting, and Saturday lunchtime is coming at us like a freight train. And just when you think you've got your head around all of this, there's another story that's flying under the radar, but it tells you everything you need to know about where this club is headed. Listen up, because this is where we talk about the soul of Leeds United. While everyone's focused on Saturday's battle, while we're all obsessing over starting 11s and tactical setups, there's something beautiful happening behind the scenes. That proves this club is being run the right way. Rory Mahadi. Remember that name, White's faithful. Because this 18-year-old Scottish youth international goalkeeper just signed a 3-year deal with Leeds back in July. And now he's heading out on loan to Scunthorpe United in the National League. And you know what? The Irons are unbeaten to start their season. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why should I care about some teenager going on loan when we've got Spurs to worry about? But this is exactly the kind of move that separates the great clubs from the also-rans. This is Leeds United thinking 5-10 years down the road. Think about it, our goalkeeping situation has been a mess for a while now. Illan Messlier's days look numbered at Elland Road. Karl Darlow is out of contract at the end of the season. Lucas Perry was brought in to be our number 1, but he's already dealing with injury troubles and he only kept 15 clean sheets in 49 appearances for Lyon with 63 goals conceded. Those numbers aren't exactly screaming world class, are they? So what does Daniel Farke do? He looks at young Mahadi, who made 17 appearances for the under-21s last season in Premier League 2, who's clearly highly thought of at Thorpe Arch, and he says, you know what? Let's give this kid some real men's football. Let's send him somewhere he can develop, somewhere he can make mistakes, somewhere he can grow. This is smart business. This is for Niners Enterprises showing they're not just about splashing cash on big money signings. They're investing in the future. They're building something sustainable. And here's the beautiful part. Mahdi has a realistic pathway to first-team football at Elland Road. With all the uncertainty around our goalkeeper situation, with Perry's injury problems, with contracts expiring, this kid could genuinely force his way into the conversation in a year or two, if he impresses at Scunthorpe. Can you imagine the story? Local lad, well, Scottish Youth International. But you know what I mean, coming through the academy, going out on loan to prove himself in the National League, then returning to Elland Road to become our number one? That's the kind of fairy tale that makes football beautiful. This loan move shows that even in the chaos of Premier League survival, even with all the pressure of competing with the big boys, Leeds United hasn't forgotten what made us special in the first place. We're not just buying success, we're building it. So here we are, White's faithful. We've got a warrior in midfield ready to go to war with Tottenham. We've got a manager making crucial decisions that could define our season. And we've got a club that's thinking not just about Saturday, not just about this season, but about the next generation of Leeds United legends. The question is, are you ready for what's coming? Saturday lunchtime at Elland Road, the Whites versus Spurs. Anton Stach versus potentially Archie Gray. Farke's tactical mastermind against Thomas Frank's game plan. And somewhere in the National League, young Rory Mahdi is getting ready to take his first steps toward potentially becoming a Leeds United hero. This is what we live for. This is why we're Leeds United. This is why we'll never be boring. So one last time, smash that like button. Tell me in the comments who you think should start in goal and on that right wing. And subscribe if you haven't already, because we're bringing you the most passionate, most in-depth, most Leeds coverage you'll find anywhere. The question I'm leaving you with is this: after everything you've heard today, do you believe we're taking all 3 points on Saturday? Or are you worried that Spurs quality might be too much for us to handle at this stage of our Premier League journey? Drop your predictions below. Marching on together.